Stuck in the Mud, written by George O'Connor. Leroy will be played by Liam Cash. Derek will be played by Tom Everton. Paula will be played by Natasha Swann. And the farmer will be played by George O'Connor.
This bloody rain. I hope it's not going to be like this when we're at the theme park. The only time I want to be wet on a ride is when it's either a splash ride or because I wet myself due to how scary it is.
The forecast said dry patches, so if you're alright. Speaking of dry patches, how was the girlfriend?
I'm sitting right here.
Oh sorry, didn't see you there among all the junk in the back of his car.
Don't insult my car.
Leroy.
Oh, and Paula. Don't you insult Paula.
Sorry, you know that, I'm just having a laugh.
You'll be having a knuckle sandwich in a minute and button it.
Likely you try your fat head.
If I weren't wearing my seatbelt, I'd climb over the seat and teach you a lesson.
Alright, chill out.
I am chill. It's just I don't think we should have used Google Maps. This doesn't look like the way to the theme park.
You did get the right directions, didn't you? Your organisation skills aren't always fantastic, Leroy. You have screwed up things like this before.
Oh, that's nonsense. Name one time that I've screwed something up due to my organisation skills.
Well, there was that one time you tried to order my birthday cake online.
What was wrong with that? It got delivered on time.
Oh yes, my parents loved how you came out with a gigantic urinal cake with candles on it.
Well, if it wasn't edible, then why call it a cake?
And then there's that time we tried to get to the other theme park, Treasure Cove.
What happened that day?
The less said about Leisure Cove, the better.
Fine. I'm not extremely organised, but at least I try. And isn't it the thought that counts? At least we're on our way to the theme park now. What's the worst that can happen?
Well, how do you think you're doing? You almost drove us into a ditch, and now look what you've done. This mud's about 2 foot deep. We're never going to get out of this. It's all your bloody fault, Leroy.
Oh, for God's sake, Derek. There's no need to be pointing the finger at anyone. We're the ones distracting him.
I'll point the finger at you in a minute. The middle one.
Why don't you both just shut up and help me push the car out?
Whatever you say, stuntman.
Out.
It's not budging. I think it's stuck in place.
I could have told you that about 10 minutes ago, but instead I'm out here in the rain, knee deep in mud, trying to push your bloody K back onto the road.
Well, that's it then. I've ruined another bloody chance of fun for everyone.
Oh, don't be like that, darling. We'll think of something.
I'll phone the AA. Maybe they can get us out of this mess. Oh, bloody hell, no signal.
It doesn't matter, Leroy. There's a phone up there. Maybe they have a phone that we can use.
See, each cloud has a silver lining.
Okay then, let's go.
It doesn't look like anyone's in. I'll try the doorbell.
Yes?
Oh, hi. We've just crashed our car into a ditch and got stuck, and we were wondering if we could use your telephone.
Not we, you.
Shut up, Derek.
Well, you guess so. Stay right there and I'll go get it for you.
He seems pleasant enough.
I don't know. There's something strange about him. Maybe it was his peculiar hat.
You mean that gigantic fishbowl on his head?
Yeah, that must be it. Country weirdos.
Okay, I'm back with a telephone. If you need anything else, I'll be standing in front of you, staring at you all with a paranoid look in my eye.
Okay.
Sorry to be a bother, but this phone needs to be plugged into the wall to work. It's a corded phone.
And what's your point?
Well, it needs to be plugged into a wall socket to work.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have any of those at the moment. I took them all down to build the rocket.
What rocket?
Oh, I've become bored of the day-to-day monotony of everyday life, and so I've turned my house into a rocket ship and plan on becoming the first pig farmer on the moon. I got the inspiration of an advert that I saw once.
Well, that's really great and all, but we need to leave. We need to get our car back.
What are you talking about? It's stuck in the mud.
Shut up. I'm making up any old excuse to leave because I don't want to be tangled up in this clearly insane man's plans.
Your car? Oh, I'm afraid you can't do that.
Why is that?
Because I took the engine out of it. I need it to build my rocket.
You what? How the hell did you do that? You haven't been out of our sight since we first met you.
I had to send Betsy out to salvage the parts from your car.
And who is Betsy exactly?
Oh, she's the love of my life. She's my favourite cow.
And so now we're stuck here.
We were stuck here before, remember? You drove us into that ocean of mud.
But we could have called the AA or something. Now we can't even drive the bloody thing.
Don't worry, dear, we'll think of something.
I guess you're right.
Well, I could get you out of here. I need some crew to man my rocket that actually has fingers. Cows can't steer very well, with their hooves and all.
Oh, for God's sake.
We accept. We'll be part of your crew.
What?
Look, guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here. When else would we ever get to fly in a rocket?
I could drop you off at your theme park before I get to space. I only need help launching the rocket. I'm fine after that, and you can be on your way.
Well, it's our only option. Beggars can't be choosers.
I'd rather walk home myself.
Well, if you don't accept the offer, I'll have to get my shotgun, since you are trespassing on my land illegally. So, what's it going to be?
Well, since you put it like that, I'm in.
When I woke up this morning, I never considered that I would have an insane middle-aged farmer strapping me into a rocket ship.
I had a suspicion that something like this would happen.
This is all safe, right? And we're just going to the theme park. You're not going to take us into space or anything like that.
What the hell are you talking about? Who's ever heard of a rocket not going into space? You're going to be my farmhands on the moon.
What? But you said that you were going to drop us off at the theme park before you went into space.
I said nothing of the sort. Now brace yourselves, we're about to lift off.
What's powering this thing anyway?
It's all about the cows. The cow's milk flows into a big churning device, which makes the engine run. I needed your car engine to run their feeding tubes so that we could get a constant supply of milk, because without the milk, we can't get into space. And we can also live off cheese and milk for the rest of our lives. But if we didn't have any milk, I'd only be able to launch the thing, and we would end up floating through space for the rest of our lives.
Alright. Well, this isn't so bad, Leroy. We could travel the universe, exploring far and exotic planets. What's so bad about that?
Have you lost your mind? Flying across the galaxy in a milk-powered cottage rocket?
Oh, come on. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Get ready for it. It's lift-off time.
Well, here we go. Off on a ludicrous journey with my idiot best mate.
Hey!
Some maniac farmer and, of course...
Me?
Well, I guess it isn't all that bad then.
Aw, thank you.
May, as you said earlier, what's the worst that can happen? As long as we have fuel and food, we'll be alright. Maybe this isn't as bad as I first thought.
I've got some bad news. I've forgotten the cows.